So guys, what options do organisations have if their licences are due to expire?
So they could look at an alternative hypervisor solution. So something like Nutanix, OpenStack, Hyper-V are all relatively big in the market. And the advantage of that is it would probably be more cost effective than a VMware option. However, what you've got to think about is that would be a big transformation. You're moving on to a different software stack, probably a lot of refactoring within your application. So definitely pros on the commercial side, but would be a significant undertaking to move to something like that.
And another option is to move to a VMware-based cloud from a cloud service provider. The benefit of that approach is it will just work. You know, you're going from a like to like estate. So really there's very little change that's going to need to be made. So yeah, it's going to be quick for that reason as well, because there's less change that you're likely to have to make. Then, you know, you'll be accelerating that move vastly compared to actually deploying something new or even moving to public cloud, but we'll get onto public cloud later. Another thing that may happen, because cloud service providers are actually continually investing, the chances are that they've probably got more modern applications. So one of the options that a customer could take is to move to a VMware-based cloud service provider. One of the benefits of that approach is it's a like-for-like sort of from and to estate. So it will just work. You know, you're going from VMware to VMware. There's no transformation required. It'll be a lightweight migration and it'll be quick. There's also some other things that could happen. Cloud service providers typically are investing continually in their estate. So it's very likely they're going to have more modern, more performant architectures, meaning that you may actually have some scope to reduce your license consumption. So for instance, an SQL database, if you can remove your licenses from say 6 to 4, then actually you're making quite a significant saving on your license costs. So, you know, there's a lot of scope to do that. The thing to bear in mind though is to really be able to kind of make those decisions with confidence is you do need to spend some time analysing things. Now there are tools that you can just use, basic tools like VM tools that have kind of been around for a long time. To really drive the best benefit though, you need something that's going to analyse data and collect it over a period of time, so it can actually identify those opportunities. So something like HP Cloud Physics, or indeed VMware ARIA tools can actually go in and collect that data for you. So the outcome that you actually end up with is not only one that's optimized, but optimized with confidence. You know that when you actually land, that actually it's going to work. The other thing to bear in mind, of course, is maybe running it for 4 to 5 weeks may seem like a long time when you're up against a deadline, but that's plenty of time to actually be planning the mechanics of the move whilst you're establishing what the end state is actually going to be, exactly what it is. So it's not really wasted time at all. Now, I'll go over to you, Paul, for some thoughts on public cloud migration.
Both AWS and Azure have VCF-backed products. So a bit like the private cloud option, you are moving from a VCF estate in your own data center to a VCF estate on the public cloud. So there will be some familiarity in terms of user experience and the underpinning software. The main disadvantage of that approach is you're moving to the public cloud, but you're then not taking advantage of the native public cloud functionality, which would be the next option there. So move on to the public cloud, move away from VMware. The advantage of that is definitely you are then utilising the full functionality of either AWS or Azure. The main disadvantage of that would be, though, it is a big transformation. You are moving away from VCF. There would be lots of work to do. That would be a big migration program. So again, lots to think about in terms of whether you consider that's the right option for you. So what we'd recommend is, for thinking about all of these options, is contact us and we can talk you through your current situation and what is the best option for yourself.